Our verse today is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no one deceive you in any way, for that day will not come unless the rebellion comes first, and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the son of destruction. In his first letter to the Thessalonians, chapter 5, 1 to 11, Paul urged them to focus on living their lives in anticipation of Christ's return rather than worry about dates and times. However, the Christians in Thessalonica did not listen to Paul's advice like some of us do today. They continued to worry about the date and the time of the return of Christ, which they thought had already come. If you read 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 2. For this reason, Paul writes to them again, refuting the idea that Christ has already come, using two future events that must happen before the return of Christ. That is the second coming of Christ. Our verse today opens this discourse of Paul. It is the introduction to the passage, summarizing what follows in verses 3 to 12. Paul's fundamental point is, let no one deceive you in any way. The Thessalonians must not be susceptible to the deception of anyone who claims to know the dates and times of Jesus' second coming. Even today, many people claim to have the knowledge of the second coming. Paul warns us not to be carried away. Paul only re-echoes the words of Jesus, not to focus on dates and times, for no one knows except the Father, if you read Mark chapter 13, verse 32. Paul then tells them that two things will happen before the day of the Lord comes. Let us analyze these things that must occur. First, the rebellion must first come. The word apostasia means rebellion, abandonment, or apostasy. In this context, it would mean the deliberate and intentional rejection of Jesus Christ. We also know from the book of Revelation that there will be a rebellion against God and the faith at the end of time. There will be blaspheming against God, and the devil will make war against those who believe in God, compelling believers to worship the devil and his agents. If you read Revelation chapter 13, 5 to 9. This idea of rebellion then links with Paul's second point, that the man of lawlessness, the son of destruction, must be revealed. The expression man of lawlessness, ho anthropos tes anomias, literally means the man without the law, or the man against the law. In other places, Paul uses anomia as a synonym for sin. If you read Romans chapter 4 verse 7, 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14, or Titus chapter 2 verse 14. Although the identity of this figure is unknown in this context, we can think of this figure as the Antichrist or anti-God figures in other parts of the scriptures. For instance, in 1 John chapter 2 verse 18, Psalm 89 verse 22, Isaiah chapter 57 verse 3 to 4, or Daniel chapter 12, 9 to 10. The man of lawlessness is the same as the son of destruction, the same Antichrist or anti-God figure who comes with destructive tendencies. He comes to kill and destroy God's works and people, as we already see in Revelation. Jesus used the same title, son of destruction, for Judas Iscariot in John chapter 17 verse 12. So it is clear that the son of destruction is that person opposed to Christ and God. What do we learn from this verse today? First, do not be deceived by those who claim to know the end times. Instead, live your life always in readiness for the end of your life, keeping before your eyes and keeping before you always that the Lord may come at any time. Second, beware of the Antichrist or those anti-God elements around you, who through their words and actions discredit your faith. Finally, beware of the children of destruction, those who go against God's laws and commandments and persuade you to do the same. Lord, give us the grace to recognize the man of lawlessness and the son of destruction around us. May we always be directed by your Spirit. Amen. God bless you, and I wish you a lovely day.